Hello everyone, and welcome back to Steins Gate! Last episode, we agreed to help Suzuha find her dad because Mayuri really wants us to go find her dad. So we have a pendant, and we're going to try to look around and see if we can find her dad, I guess? I don't know. You can have it. No point in me carrying it around. I hope you'll find a use for it. Okay. Oh, we're changing the scene! Based on recommendations from the BBS thread, I spend the morning visiting stores in Akiba. My destinations run the gamut from otaku stores packed with anime goods to souvenir shops full of Olympic memorabilia. I even visit a few that specialize in locally manufactured goods. But although I hit just about every kind of store that could be considered niche, I am unable to find anything that resembles Suzuha's pin. Maybe I should go all the way to Ikebukuro or Nakano. I start heading back to the lab, but just then a street vendor catches my eye. The storekeeper is a foreigner, covered in tattoos. The table next to him is covered with accessories and other fashion items. This is the first time I've seen such a stylish street stand in Akiba. Most vendors just sell random junk. It's not like I have anything to lose, so I walk over and check out the selection. Among the various accessories, I see a number of metal pins. What a coincidence! Could he have a pin like Suzuha's? Maybe he does! I don't see the Ocean 7010 logo on any of the displayed accessories, but I'd better ask just to be sure. Hey, maybe he knows what it is. He's a foreigner, so maybe I should use English? Our eyes meet. His are as bright and blue as the sky. I quickly look away. Damn, he must think I'm a coward! Better get this over with.
Hey, master!
What?!
Mad scientist! So cool!
So cool! Son of a bitch! Hey, master! I am mad scientist! So cool! Son of a bitch!
Hi, 何ですか?
Can I help you? His smile is wide. Toothy smile, nice teeth, and answers in Japanese. I was hoping for more of a reaction. I have a question, if you don't mind. Uh-huh. I take the photocopy of Suzuha's pin out of my pockets. Does this look familiar? The man stares at it for a while, then shrugs and shakes his head in the exaggerated manner typical of Westerners. Can't argue with that! I want to know where it came from. Can you help me find out? Remember. Sorry. It's a little difficult. Oh, he can't speak Japanese that well. What is he saying?
By the way, これはどこで手に入れたものなんですか?
By the way, where'd you get this thing? That's what I want to know. I'll compensate you. You'll give me money? Or you'll give him money? You'll give me money? I'll tell you, Okarin, give me the money. I'm sorry. Oh, it says his name is Master. He apologized in broken Japanese. It looks like this is another dead end. Just in case, I give him my contact information and ask him to get in touch if he finds out anything. Then I turn and leave. Okabe Rintaro. Hello? Suzuha's standing a short distance away. She's holding a drink. It's my favorite. Dr. P! No, wait. That's cola. You got me a drink? Sup? Want a drink? Sure. I accept the offer and quench my thirst while leaning on the roadside fence. Last time I saw her, Suzuha was on her way to Kanda to continue the search. How long has she been standing here? Anything? Nope. So, what was with your English back there? You saw nothing. You saw nothing, Suzuha. It sounded dumb. So cool. Is that standard English in this era? Can you speak English, Suzuha? Of course not. Oh, so it's an Okabe Rintaro original. There's no overseas travel in my time, so I wouldn't know. Ah, okay. No overseas travel? What, you mean at all? Pretty much. Travel permits are hard to get, and they'd never issue one for a vacation. I'd never seen a foreigner before coming to this time. Ah, so in the future no one is allowed to leave Japan? That's not good. Japan was like that a few centuries ago too, when the Tokugawa shogunate closed the country to the west. Sounds like CERN set international relations back hundreds of years. Perhaps that's why there's no war in Suzuha's time. It's hard for conflicts to emerge when races and cultures can't interact. It sounds kind of like prison with invisible walls, guarded by CERN and the Committee of 300. I mean, ending war is obviously a good thing, but... Anyway, there's no point thinking about the distant future now. We need to come up with a new plan. Oh, the sky. The sunlight beats on my head, making it hard to think. I feel like I'm standing in a sauna. Please don't pass out. Why does the sun hate me so much? Shining in the center of the sky like he owns the damn place. Damn it, why can't we find any information on that pin? I suppose it's no skin off my back if we don't find Suzuha's father. As long as Daru fixes the time machine, nothing else matters. But why do I feel so bad about my lack of progress? I really don't know. Maybe you see Suzuha as a friend? Maybe I'm just frustrated by my own powerlessness. I can't save my Yuri. I can't fix Suzuha's time machine. I can't even help Carissa with the time leap upgrade. So what am I good for? The only thing I can do is help Suzuha find her father. Maybe this pin is newer than we think. I mean, maybe it hasn't been made yet. Maybe? Suzuha stretches, then looks at me with a calm smile. Maybe I'm not meant to meet him. I mean, we've tried everything and still no sign. It's just not in the cards, I guess. I feel a surge of anger at her words. Oh my god. Here I am stewing in self-loathing and she acts like it doesn't matter? How can you give up? We still have one more day! Oh boy. Why are you getting mad? Everyone's fighting for you! Don't you get it? Holy moly. Me? I want to prioritize my Yuri over anything else. But you're still a lab mem. A friend. When a friend's in trouble, you want to help them. That's how my Yuri felt, and I agree. That's why I'm searching. So how dare you be the first to give up? I mean, she kind of reluctantly agreed anyway. You don't have to yell. Don't disappoint me like this. Oh my gosh. I tell myself to calm down. This is just my own feelings of impotence boiling over. Now you're projecting. There's no time for this. I'm sorry, but maybe you should think about how I feel. That's true, you're doing this for her and she didn't even agree to it in the first place. I realize that we have an audience. Some pedestrians are grinning at us like they think we're a bickering couple or something. I take a deep breath. You're right. I shouldn't have said that. Oh! It's too awkward to make eye contact. So I look around, pretending to think. Alright.
これから
What's next? I wonder how the other lab mems are progressing. I'm especially concerned about Daru. Depending on the situation, he might need some relief. He's been working in that heat for hours, so we should bring him something cold to drink. And then there's Mayuri. She's been working alone, trying to find some information about Suzuha's father. If I close my eyes, I can still recall her death. Deaths in every detail. I resist the urge to pound my head against the wall. Although we have over 24 hours before that happens, I can't help but worry about leaving her alone. But currently, all I can do is search for that pin. I mean, you could help Daru. You could try. We decide to try Ikebukuro as our last stop for the day. It would be nice to visit home, but I don't have the time. And besides, Suzuha's with me. We don't get to see Okarin's parents? Our search turns up nothing. As the evening wears on without a single lead, Suzuha and I grow quieter and quieter. Yeah, now everything's awkward. We're exhausted from walking, and we can't shake the feeling that all our efforts are futile. This isn't good.
そういえば
By the way, I try stirring up conversation. I should get her to talk about the future. After all, she is a time traveler. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. But what if CERN's watching you? Why would you get her to talk about the future when CERN's watching? I remember how shocked Karisu was to learn that she only lives to be 44. And I was told that I become a terrorist.
2036年だ
Am I really famous in 2036? As a terrorist?
そうか
Oh.
それで
So what did I do to be called a terrorist?
You rebelled against CERN. You're actually one of the founding members of the Resistance, just like my dad.
Oh, so he's a good guy. That's just what CERN calls him because CERN doesn't like him. I helped found the Resistance. I guess it makes sense, given what we're going through now. Suzuha is from the future of this timeline, where Mayuri is doomed to die, and where CERN forces Karisu to build a time machine. So I guess that's why Suzuha is fine with Okarin, because he's actually a good dude. In such a future, how could I not rebel against CERN? Rebellion against the system, destruction of order, a new age of chaos. Weren't those my ambitions as a mad scientist?
くだらない
How stupid.
Stupid?
マユリを助けることもでき
How could I still be chasing some Chernobyl fantasy when I couldn't even save Mayuri?
12秒見た
Oh no.
You're fighting to free humanity. I think it's a noble cause.
Suzuha is a part of the resistance I form. Does that mean she's my subordinate in the future?
俺はどんな男だった
What sort of man am I? Suzuha's expression darkens.
I said we never met, remember?
そうだったか
Never?
Never. You were killed by CERN in 2025.
So in 3 years? In 3 years our time? Uh-oh. I was killed by the same people who killed Mayuri? They had no reservations about murdering an innocent girl. I doubt they would hesitate to kill a terrorist.
Maybe I should have told you sooner. Understand? If you don't change the future, you're going to die in 15 years.
Oh no.
Shina Mayuri will die. You will die. Mikize Karisu will be a slave to CERN. And it ends badly for every lab mem.
What about Daru? You didn't talk about Daru in the future.
ダル
What about Daru?
I don't remember hearing about him. I have heard the legends of a wizard-class hacker, though.
Oh no, what happened to Daru?
So, I don't understand what wizard class means in the first place.
Wizard class. I coined that term. I can imagine Daru slowly insinuating himself into every corner of the internet until he becomes a godlike virtual presence that not even CERN can comprehend.
Anyway, I don't want that to happen to you guys. That's one more reason I need to find an IBM 5100 and change the future. Until I came to this time, you guys were just stories, history. But now, you're my friends. Yeah, we're friends. I want to save you.
Appreciated.
お前はこれからも
You are a labman
永
now,
遠にラボメンだ
and forevermore.
Thanks!
Oh, I got mail. Oh, assistant, Kurisu. Question: are you sure I can finish the time leap machine in a day? We still haven't found our lifter substitute, remember? I can't complete the upgrade without it. I already told Kurisu that I was confident in her ability to complete the time leap machine on time. But it occurs to me that I forgot to tell her about the 42-inch CRT. Our lifter is the 42-inch CRT downstairs. The electrical discharge phenomenon occurs when it's turned on, so don't worry about it. Just finish the upgrade. There, that should do it. I send a reply and decide to keep searching for the pin with Suzuha just a bit longer. Time is quickly running out. Is there anything more we can do? I don't know. Maybe you should just enjoy the moment you have hanging out with Suzuha. It's early evening, but the roof of Rod Icon is still hotter than hell. When I provide Daru with the refreshing gift of a Dr. P, a frown appears on his sweaty face. Hi, Daru. You're supposed to give me an ice-cold zero-calorie cola. Common sense, man. I forgot he's a cola guy. No sense letting it go to waste. I drank the Dr. P myself, but maybe he still wanted it. Daru and Suzuha start discussing the time machine. Mayuri and I watch from a short distance away. Are we gonna spend time with Mayuri?
Hey, Okarin! Isn't it amazing that the satellite was a time machine?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
ああ
Yeah,
そうだ
I guess so. I thought that Teeter's time machine was a car, a 1970s Chevy. It never even occurred to me to suspect the satellite. I should know better than to take anything for granted. In retrospect, the satellite was suspicious from the start. Not only had it appeared out of nowhere, but Teeter only started posting afterwards. I'm disappointed in myself for not realizing the connection.
I'm glad Suzu-san wasn't hurt in the crash.
Me too. Suzuha's good. I doubt it was anything like a crash. It probably just appeared there, displacing the wall, which then collapsed around it. After all, the time machine isn't self-propelled. It doesn't fly.
I heard it's really hard to drive.
How do you know? I guess she heard that from Suzuha.
If the gravitational whatchamacallit coordinates are just a teensy bit off, the whole time machine becomes a jelly man and goes ploop!
How do you know that?
And she even said her time machine's unstable, so it's not a CERN model.
See, this is what I'm saying. When I think that Mayuri knows everything that's going on. I think she's been leaping with Okarin this entire time. Like, maybe even before Okarin. I don't know.
I'm worried about her trip to 1975. Do you think I should go with her? I wonder if I'd fit.
Hey, that could probably stop her from being killed.
お前が一緒に行って
What would you do in 1975?
I'd cheer Suzu-san on, of course. I'd hold her hand super tight and tell her that everything's going to be okay.
She's so sweet. I love Mayuri. Something tells me that won't be much help. She's such a good friend.
Hey, Okarin, do you think the time machine has a name?
We should name it.
名前か
A name. That's the least of what I want to know about the time machine. Time permitting, I'd like to spend the whole day picking Suzuha's brain. I'm pretty sure John Teeter's time machine had a model number. But the John Teeter from 2000 might not have been Suzuha. There was no John Teeter in 2000 in this world line after all. Although I suppose it's possible that Suzuha will drop by 2000 after traveling to 1975.
気になるなら
If you want to know, just ask Teeter.
Oh yeah! Mayushi didn't think of that!
Hey, my laugh is terrible. Mayuri giggles, then runs off to talk to Suzuha. She comes back quickly. She's like, hey Okarin, I got some information.
Yep, it has a name.
どんな名前だったんだ
What is it?
FG204 something something, she said.
Something something?
Anyway, don't you think Daru-kun and Suzu-san are a good match?
No, because I think Daru is her dad. I don't know. Maybe he's not her dad. I don't know. Hopefully he's not. Huh? Mayuri's jumping all over the place today. I look at Daru and Suzuha again. Are we gonna get a picture? How do you figure? Daru's all about Ferris, you know?
Oh, really?
She tilts her head to the side. I did the same thing. I pictured her doing that. Good grief. Mayuri and I aren't of any use. I would prefer to leave Daru and Suzuha to it and resume the search for Suzuha's father, but Mayuri seems happy just sitting here. We don't have any leads on the pin or its owner. Maybe 2 days just aren't enough. No, that's quitter's talk! Like I told Suzuha, I don't want to give up. Besides, even if we don't get the information we need in this time, we can use the time link machine to repeat these 2 days until we do.
そういえばマユリ
Oh yeah. Mayuri, what happened to your costumes? There's only a few more days until Kamima. I remember Mayuri pulling all-nighters to get her costume done. Has that changed? I already made 2 costumes. One for Kaede-chan and one for Fubuki-chan. None for Luca?
3着目は
Weren't you making a 3rd one for Lukako?
Yeah, I was, but I couldn't convince her, so I gave up this time.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Hey, can Mayushi take a closer look at the time machine?
You want to take a closer look?
誰たちの邪魔は
Just
するな
don't get in their way.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Mayuri beams happily and then runs over to the time machine. She looks at it and it instantly gets fixed. She's acting like this is a field trip. Behind her, the sun glows dark and orange on the horizon. It's quite a view from up here. After a few minutes watching the sunset in silence, I realize that Suzuha is standing beside me. She must have come over as Mayuri left. Our shadows are long and murky. Picture! Suzuha!
Hashida Itaru is amazing. He said if things go well, he could have the time machine fixed by tomorrow.
But that's good.
折り紙
He's a man who gets things done.
And he looks so unhealthy and slow.
That's so mean!
判断するな
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, I have a better impression of him now. Hey. There's something I want to say, and I feel like I'll never get another chance.
なんだ
Why so melodramatic? Melodramatic? That's mean!
I'm really grateful to you, all of you. When I came to this time, I didn't know anyone. I was all alone in a world completely different from my own. This era is so peaceful. That's a wonderful thing. But it scared me. All I know was the fight against CERN. But now I have friends. Real friends. Who I can share my secrets with.
Okay.
All these people who lived before I was born are working so hard for my sake.
Uh-huh.
It's a strange feeling, but a happy one too. I wanted you to know that.
Suzuha's tone is wistful. Why? I tried to speak, but she continues before I can.
Living with you guys in this time, it's been really fun. When I met you, you were all so strange and unique and over the top. I was kind of shocked at first, actually. But before I knew it, I started to enjoy spending time with you. 2036 is peaceful too. People don't even fight anymore. Did you know that?
Yeah, you told me, or Mayuri told me, somebody told me. How could I? I'm not even alive in 2036, right? Oh no.
Oh, right. Sorry. Anyway, people don't fight, ever, about anything. All forms of conflict, war included, have vanished. Poof! Without a trace. Instead, everyone has dead eyes. Like a fish. No one has ambition. Nobody dreams. They just trudge through their lives without a single complaint. Oh sure, people smile, but they never get angry or sad. There's no individuality. Everyone's a robot. You got really mad at me before. Remember?
Of course I remember. I've been thinking about it all episode.
I was really surprised. But at the same time, I was really happy.
You're a strange girl.
I guess so.
Suzuha looks at the time machine. Daru and Mayuri are standing next to it, talking cheerfully about something or another.
You're all so bright and full of life. I envy you. Tina Mayuri, Ashida Itaru. I rolled my R. Even Makize Karisu. And, of course, you.
Don't be ridiculous. There's nothing inviolable about me. I'm worthless. I can't even save Mayuri. Oh no!
I want to be more like you.
If you ask me, you're the amazing one.
I'm happy to hear you say that. It's thanks to you, all of you, that I'm still going strong. Being a lab mem, even for just a little while, was great.
She smiles, then a soft, sad smile that tears at my heart. What does it mean?
Being with you guys, even for just a little while, was great.
That's nice. Suzuha.
Change the future, Okabe Rentaro. Make it a world like this one, where people can be free.
Hey, come on. Why are you being so sentimental? Does she not want to go to 1975? But I mean, she's got a time machine, so she can't just come back afterwards? Even as I think it, I realize how wrong I am. Of course, when Suzuha completes her mission and brings us the IBM 5100, the world line will change. The future will be rewritten, and the 2036 she knows will cease to exist. To hear her describe it, the future is an awful place. But even so, it was her home. She has friends there, I'm sure. Comrades in arms and memories of her father, Beryl Teeter. All of that will be lost to her forever. Which, if you're thinking about it that way, Then that means she won't exist, right? That means Suzuha won't exist anymore, right? Because the whole timeline will change, so everything up to that point won't happen. No wonder she's getting sentimental. She won't exist, Okarin! After we fix the time machine, let's have a party. A party! I don't know why I said it like that.
Thanks.
Oh, and yet she's still smiling that sorrowful smile. Ooh. Scene change! Afterwards, I hit the streets again in search of the pin. And with that, I think I'm going to end this episode of Steins Gate here. Next episode, more pin hunting. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to, you can like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want. And I will see you in the next episode of Steins Gate. Bye bye!